friends, you're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and it's a special episode because for quite some time, one of our beautiful family members from the Taxidermy Witch has been saying, I'm gonna send you something, and I've been waiting for it to get here. I'm so very excited. So, Veronica, thank you so much. I'm so excited to open this package, and I wanted to open it last night when it got here, but I always think that, like, the shock of opening it up and the surprise, not the shock, but the surprise of opening it up live is much more fun. So I think we'll do that. And then we'll try and come on later today to do the letters. I'm sorry for everybody who's getting bored with the letters, but I'm halfway through now, so I just have to push on through. I'll try and get some more interesting videos out there rather than just the magical properties. But it does take quite some time. There's a lot to get through. So hang in there with me, you guys. Hello, Ikale. Hello, B. Nice to see you. Hello, Emily. Purple Sky. Great to see you. Let me get some scissors so I can cut open this package. And, we'll just wait a couple minutes in case Veronica wants to join us. Where's my damn box cutter? There it is. Oh, the box cutter. An X-Acto knife. Okay, so if anybody wants to send any gifts to Taxidermy Witch and support the family right now, we need incense and we always need candles. So if there's anything you guys want to send, incense and candles and frankincense. Frankincense resin I need really badly right now. So maybe a Yule gift or something like that. But I've got this package here from Veronica. I'm going to open it up. I don't know what's inside. But my P.O. Box is available for anyone. It's safe for me to share. That's why we have a P.O. Box. And it's P.O. Box 383, Seebeck, S-E-A-B-E-C-K, Washington, 98380, United States of America. So, Veronica, thank you. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I need a new X-Acto knife. That one's pretty dull. So we've got some stuff in the box. Let's take a look. It smells amazing, by the way. I have to smell. I'm smelling either like patchouli, which I love and I don't have, and I've never ever worked with patchouli besides as in an oil. I think I smell patchouli and maybe Nagchampa. I think I smell, the two things I think I smell in there are patchouli and Nagchampa, so we'll see how good my nose is these days. If anybody else is here, say hello and tell us you're here so that we can say hello back. It's always fun to interact with the family. So I have a letter. I'm going to read that really quickly to myself. Oh, it's beautiful. She's got her own stamp. I want a stamp. She says, hi Jen, I want to send you these things to help the channel and show my support. She is also a patron and has supported my Etsy page. The Etsy page is below, where we can create witchcraft workings beyond your wildest dreams. Just message me and we'll start your commission. But Veronica, just so you know, you're supporting the channel so much, both with Patreon and with purchasing from the Etsy shop. So thank you for these gifts to support the channel. I love your outlook and enjoy your videos. Items made or harvested by me. I love the harvested by me and made. It's just the best. 5 sticks of patchouli. Yes! I finally have patchouli. Oh, I knew that's what I was smelling. And frankincense incense. So 5 sticks of patchouli and 5 sticks of frankincense incense. That's so cool because you made them. That's awesome. A Hecate or Hecate incense. Handcrafted candle from reclaimed wax. Now that's cool. So I save all my wax, like my wax candles when they burn down to here. I save them, I take them out, and then I try and like make something with the wax later. Or if I have a wax burn and I read the burn and I don't bury it, sometimes I'll save that wax to melt into something else. So she has a handcrafted candle from reclaimed wax. That's so cool. And when I burn that, the energy is going to be just amazing. And I can burn that for a certain intent of reclaiming. You know, do I need to reclaim something in my life? That's when I'll burn that candle. Spirit of the Hawthorne Anointing Oil. That's amazing. For ancestral projection in or from the spirit realms. That's amazing because I work with my granddad and my grandma a lot. And one day I'll work with my dad. And so that'll be really something. Spirit of Hawthorne Anointing Oil for ancestral projection in or from the spirit realms. Anise goat milk soap. Yes! Anise goat milk soap. I cannot wait. Dried datura moonflowers. Thorn apple seed pod. Okay, so I need to be careful putting my hands in here. I'm sure that she's protected it so that I don't touch it, but datura is a really dangerous one, and that's one of the most probably poisonous things that I keep in my witchcraft supplies. We also have devil's head chestnut and a seashell. This letter is beautiful. I love your stamp. So, so beautiful. Thank you. So moving on to the box. These are the sandalwood that she's made. Let's just give that to her. She made these. That's amazing. So I'll burn one of those. I should burn one right now. And let's see what these are. Because I have a bunch of... Oh, these are the datura moonflowers. Where's the seed pod? Okay, I need to be real careful here. Let me get something... Let me get gloves on. I need gloves. You know, how many times have you seen me put on gloves? Okay, but remember I told you guys the other day I got poked and then my hand started to like lose feeling and pain started to shoot in my arm? Well, here's what I got poked with. I got poked with a cactus fruit. Let me show you. A cactus fruit thorn. So in the stores, and especially the Asian markets, they sell these little tiny, and I've dried this thing whole, but they sell these little, well, we call them, like cactus fruits. They sell them in either green or purple. And when you cut them open, it's this dark red, and I use it for magical ink. But this one started to dry out, and so I dried it whole, but if you can see these spines on here, that's what was inside my candle box, down at the end of my candle box when I was unpacking. And I put my hand in there. One of these big giant spikes was at the bottom. And then it got into my hand. It doesn't matter how old these spikes are, I'll just tell you that right now. Because those spikes must have been 4 years old since they came off of the plant. It still numbed my hand and my fingers and shot hot pain down my arm for like 15 hours. And I thought I was going to have to go to poison control. I have a number for poison control if y'all need it. A good friend of mine, Jackie, gave it to me recently, and she works at poison control as a nurse, I believe. But anyway, you do not... I was afraid that I got poked with datura, because, I mean, I just had no idea. I couldn't do a mental inventory of what else would have done that. So anyway, just one of the many things I dry whole right now. I have whole oranges, whole apples, whole elephant garlic in my dehydrator. I like to dry things whole. It's just, it's cool because it's completely preserved. But anyway, these are the spikes and they sure can hurt you. But cactus fruit, if you get the darker color ones, you can use them for magical ink. It's darker than pomegranate juice. And I did a video on making magical ink with cactus fruit like a year ago. Go check that out. Long story short, I need to get the gloves. fingerless gloves. Where are my regular gloves? Well, fingerless gloves ain't gonna do it. Alright, never mind. So, I'll just show them to you. So these are the dried datura moonflowers. They're amazingly gorgeous. And I'll hold one up for you, but I have a lot here. Very, very, very excited about them. Okay. So, now there's a box under here. Let me get to that. Okay. So then there's a box below that says the moon box, and I think that that's probably from an order that she does, like a, you know, those like, not just witchcraft people do them, all kinds of people do them, but it's like a monthly box. I think that's what this is. But it's probably one she used and then reused. Okay, great. Here we go. Veronica, I'd love to know more about this and what you get in it. It's a beautiful looking box. And one day I hope to do stuff like this. Even maybe just with my Patreon or something like that. When I get more organized in the futures. I have a couple things to tell you guys. I have to tell you now so I don't forget. For those of you who know, I've been working on a lot of Oracle decks right now. I'm working on a Winnie the Pooh deck that's paid for. I'm working for a Big Bang Oracle deck, which is paid for, and a Lassie Oracle deck, which is paid for. But I want to tell you guys a deck that I thought of last night when I found a heart-shaped box that's actually from my childhood. So it's a heart-shaped little box, and on the inside, it's like this, right? But that doesn't look very Nirvana, right? It's just like this print. So instead, on the top, I'm in a heart shape, put all these hearts, and then this Nirvana patch, I'll sew it or glue it on. And then we'll have a heart-shaped box Oracle deck with Nirvana cards out of this illustrated book, which I've been waiting to cut up for a long time. So if you guys like Nirvana, if you guys like Kurt Cobain, I know a lot of you guys do, we'll have a heart-shaped Oracle deck for Nirvana, and it's going to be amazing. Amazing. So if anybody's interested, let me know. My Etsy's down below. Just be the first to send a message and pay, and it's yours. Okay, moving along. I love this box. And you know, what I really love too is that she's either foraged everything or made it herself, and I just love that. Okay, I think that's my Datura seed pod, and I'm not going to be touching it. Can you see it in there? It's really, really spiky, like a big giant thistle. And even though it's in paper, I'm still not going to be touching it. I'm missing everybody's comments. What has happened to me? Okay, so let me find everybody. Say hello. Hi, Justin Townsend, and hello, Shadow Witch. Ravensong! Hello, my darling. The Datura blossoms are okay to handle. Just make sure you wash your hands before you eat. Okay, great. Thank you so much. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Hey, Uncle Badger. Thank you for telling everyone to like the video. Shadow Witch, I think you got a new... Shadow Witch, are you the one who wants the Gypsy deck? Because I found a book. Yes, I'm being careful. I think I found the Datura seed pod. Is Cactus Fruit the prickly pear? Yes! Prickly pear. That was the word I couldn't think of. This right here that I showed you guys is a prickly pear. And I think that's the way it comes up in Scotty's book as well, as prickly pear. But I got this one from the store because it still had the spikes on it. And a lot of time they knock the spikes off, but you still have to be careful. So yes, prickly pear is the other word for that. Hey Melinda, you made it when I was live. That's fantastic. Liz Nicole's here. Good morning. I haven't seen you here before that I remember. Oh, she says new subscriber here. Thanks to Black Moon Coven. I love Black Moon Coven. Maggie's one of my favorite people. Hello to Brittany Humphrey. Almost missed the live stream. Didn't get a warning. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is weird like that. Okay, so this is my Hecate or Hecate. Is that how I pronounce it? Hecate slash Hecate incense. And this is just amazing. Oh, wow. So, on the front, there's this beautiful little sticker on a metal tin. Do you sell these, Raven Song? And then it's got on the front it says Hecate Hecate self-igniting incense. I love that. Self-igniting. I love that word. And you guys know that I've been coming off of that medication. And it can get really, really, really difficult. Like, not just when you come off of it, but even months later. You can have what they call, like, post... I don't want to say the word because it will pinpoint the medication, but, like, it can be up to 6 months to a year until you feel completely yourself again. And so this is really going to help me ignite that old self and bring the old Jennifer back, you know, through the fog of the medication and things like that. But, you know, I'm not a doctor, but I do have to say that medication can be very helpful or it can be very harmful. But, you know, do what's right for you and do what you feel best with. Hey Lola, if I haven't said hi yet. Thanks for welcoming Liz, everyone. Forget there's a sage and Hawthorne smudge stick. I have it right here. It's beautiful. And then Raven Song also messaged me, this smells amazing, to tell me, wow, this has just the gentlest angelic smell. It must be those Hawthorne, yeah? Oh, wow. I can't really describe this. The smell reminds me of, like, almost like a chamomile-ish type of smell. But then this is a really light sage. And I'm going to add this to some of my favorite, smudge bundles. I have this thing, and I want to show it to you guys, because maybe you can keep your favorite smudges this way as well. Oh, I have some really good news, you guys. Since I've been doing so many Etsy orders, I've had the luxury of ordering more taxidermy from eBay. And so I have 2 coyote skulls coming, and coyote skulls are big, you guys. I have 2 of those coming. I have 5 Roses of Jericho, which I told you guys for a long time I'm going to get Rose of Jericho. I can get 10 real taxidermy baby pufferfish, or 2 big ones. Think, you guys. If you guys do any kind of return to sender or baneful workings or like push shitty energy back their way, I want these pufferfish, and I want to add, they come to about, I think, 10 or 11 bucks each. I want a pufferfish to go in an oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, in an oil floating around, that sounds so amazing to me. But it's about 100 bucks for 10 of them, so I gotta see if more people are interested. But these pufferfish, man, real taxidermied ones. This is just a little squeak toy. But they're amazing, and it's called fugu in Japanese. I've eaten it before. Blowfish. Fugu. They did a Simpsons episode about it. So here are some of my favorite smudge sticks. This one, which one's from Black Moon Coven? I think that this one is from Black Moon Coven. And this one I made on the channel. It's purple sage. And then this is one that was made for the Fae for me. It's some sweet grass and delicate herbs. And then, what is this one? That'd be some sort of lemongrass. Not lemongrass, but lemon balm or something. Anyway, you can use these little, these are for holding like old vintage lipsticks and stuff. You can use those for holding your smudge sticks. I like to do it, and then it's just a really beautiful way to display them. So let me show you. Aha! Now I have 5. So, Raven Song, thank you. That was a Hawthorne and, what did we say? Hawthorne and sage. Yeah, lovely. Lovely, lovely. I just saw your Rick from the Young Ones jacket on Patreon. Yeah, isn't that awesome, Uncle Badger? Let me put it on for you real quick. I hope everybody else doesn't mind. I'm gonna start making onomatopoeia jackets. What's onomatopoeia, Jennifer? Well, let me tell you. This is onomatopoeia. Pow! Whack! Zoom! That's onomatopoeia. If it wasn't for, you know, big words on cool shows like Young Sheldon and Big Bang Theory, I wouldn't know that word, but I do know that word. So, let me show you this jacket, and you'll understand. This is from Rick from the Young Ones. It's a jacket that resembles the one that they have on the show that I made. It's a British show from the 80s and 90s. And if you don't know who Rick from the Young Ones is, it's Drop Dead Fred. Okay? So if you're in the US and you know movies from the 90s, it's Drop Dead Fred. Sadly, he's passed away. He also played the dad on Man Down, which I love. Okay, so let me put on this jacket real quick, and then I'm going to tell you how I'm going to make it onomatopoeia. So I'm going to go to the thrift store, and I'm going to get whatever size jacket the person who orders, or they can send me their favorite jacket, right, one that fits them or whatever. And if you Google Rick from the Young Ones jacket, you can see a picture of it, but it looks a lot like this. So he has this black blazer, and there's like pins all over one side of it. And then I've added a big giant safety pin here. Funnily enough, there's a pufferfish on my blower. That must be a sign. This one says, I love circus, which I totally do. This one says, Gun Babes and Lemonade. This one says, From Home to Homeless. Short Journey. You know, and there's just like pins that I found thrifting or whatever. This one says, I Heart Alaskan Airlines. Like, none of them make any sense, really. And then they kind of just, like, come up onto the back. Well, on the back of the jacket is this. It's a big anarchy symbol. And I've done it in bleach. You could do it in white paint, whatever. But on the new jackets, we're going to have an onomatopoeia on the back, like pow, or kabam, or boom, or whatever you want it to say. And I'll probably do it in fabric paint rather than bleach because I want it to be really crisp. So the back of the black jacket will say an onomatopoeia. And then we'll get buttons and onomatopoeia. Where did you go? And well, I just got a bunch of sheets of onomatopoeia stickers. So all the stickers say different stuff, and I can put the stickers on the pins. So the stickers will say like, kaboom, pow, bang, zip, zap, whatever. And then the back you'll have your word of choice. So if anybody's interested in an onomatopoeia jacket, let me know. I'm going to make a test one for myself and then probably sell it. But yeah, you just have to tell me your size. I'll go thrift you a jacket, or you can send me one that fits you already, really super good. And that's how we go about it. So, thank you for letting me interject that real quickly. Because I did want to share that jacket, and I probably would have forgotten. Alright. So next, we have... This must be the Anise Goat Milk Soap. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty! Ah! Raven Song, you have to get this to everyone we know. This is marvelous. You are so talented. Oh, yes. Yes, girl, yes. And I was just going to ask if there's any whole herb inside, and I found some. That's amazing. Look at that, girl. Go. Oh, and so goat's milk. Goat's milk is the only milk of all the milks, including breast, from human. Well, okay, besides. Okay, goat's milk is the only milk that is an alkaline to humans besides breast milk. Okay, so it's, and it can metabolize it quickly, whereas milk from a cow or milk from a, what else do we get milk from, you guys? What other animals besides goat? Milk from another source, another animal, especially cow, takes our bodies a really long time to process, and it makes our pH level acidic. when our pH balance is in acidic, you know, you've heard about this whole alkaline diet and everything, keeping yourself alkaline. It's important because when your body is in acidic state, that's when dis-ease, cancers, pain, etc. can happen. But when your body is in an alkaline state and you switch your milk from cow milk to goat milk, okay, especially raw goat milk, but apparently humans aren't supposed to consume that anymore. What? Okay. So that actually helps your body. Now, as far as the skin goes, and goat milk on the outside and not on the inside, it's so soft and so amazingly nourishing for the skin, hydrating for the skin. And then as far as anise goes, and star anise, you know, we've got, with the star anise, we've got protection, we've got, well, I got the book right here, we could look it up, but I always remember for that one, protection. So many qualities. So as you're using this bar of soap on your body, or if you have a bar of soap that has herbs in it, either get your book or say what you remember about that herb, and if you don't have either, just ask the herb to do something, you know. And protection is always a good one to fall back on. But you can ask herbs to do things that aren't their job. It might not be done as well or as powerful, but you sure can ask. So there we go. That soap is beautiful. Thank you so much, Veronica. And I don't know if we're at lastly. I don't think so yet. This is absolutely amazing. About to cry. This is the candle that I got. And it's got this really wicked bead that looks like an eye. And then it's got a key, which is interesting because lately, Hecate, it seems, has been, like, sending me little messages here and there. Both with, like, lanterns and keys. And I don't know what other symbolism directly relates to Hecate, because I haven't looked into her a lot. But she keeps popping up with, like, her things that are her symbols keep popping up in my life for, like, the last year. And I'm kind of at the point where I feel like I can't ignore that anymore. And, you know, I have Santa Muerte, I have Bastet, those are the two that I work with the most. But for me, there's no problem with adding another deity to work with as long as I have the space to honor her. So we'll see, you guys. I've been talking about Hecate off and on throughout my journey. But this candle is absolutely amazing. So this is the reclaimed wax candle. And I just love the texture of it. It actually looks like a log, kind of just reminds me of the texture of wood. But it's just the way that the candle is made. And there's herbs on the top. It smells divine. What did you put in this? And I would love to learn to make my own candles one day. This is really beautiful. Thank you so much. This means a really big lot to me. Okay, and then I have this gorgeous thing that didn't end up on the list, but Ravensong messaged me and said, I forgot to tell you that there is a white onyx, I think that's what you called it, white onyx heart in the box. It had a little wax on it, so I rubbed the wax off from the candle there. This is gorgeous. It's very heavy. And I've never had white onyx. I have black onyx, and I've liked that since I was pretty young. Black onyx as jewelry and things. Hey Draugler, nice to see you. How do we send you mail? Liz says. My P.O. Box is P.O. Box 383, Seebeck, S-E-A-B-E-C-K, Washington, 98380, USA. So these things are on Ravensong's Etsy. Ravensong, can you put your Etsy in the chat conversation? And if not, can you please put it in the comments after the video's done? Because I want to make sure that your Etsy is attached to this. Because you guys, these things are just really, really something. A lot of people send me a lot of things, but this woman has some amazing talent You know what I'm saying? Like, these things look like they came out of a shop. And I can't say that about the things that I make besides the oracle cards, you know, but the rest of like my jewelry and stuff, it's very rustic. It's very witchy. It's very Blair Witchy. You know, these are impeccable. These are shop ready. So Veronica, if you can put your Etsy in this chat, then do. But if for some reason it won't let you, please put it in the comments after the video. And everybody go take a look. Jonquil Pearl is here. Hello, honey. She was worried about me when I was gone. She's a new subscriber. Or she or he, I don't. Or I'm really bad with pronouns. I'm sorry. They're a new subscriber. And they were gone when I was missing for 5 days. And I've just been so busy with orders. But I've made y'all a promise that I will not disappear for 5 days again. No matter how busy I am. And then lastly, we have that oil. And again, like, I actually think I've used these type of stickers for the printer before. Like they come out on this like brown natural paper, and then your printer does your labels. These labels are gorgeous, Raven Song. And I'll read you what it says though. It says, Spirit of the Hawthorne Anointing Oil, Ancestral Protection. For external use only. So let's give it a smell. It's really light and bright and citrusy, almost like a lemongrass or like a And there's that gorgeous hawthorn floating inside the flower and the leaf. Very, very beautiful. Raven Song. I can't say thank you enough for all of these things. Raven Song, am I just doing this on a coal disc, right? This loose incense? And also, do you want to tell us what's inside of this loose incense? Not all of the things, because then we could steal your recipe, but a couple of them if you don't mind. Jen, can you say your P.O. Box address again? I sure will. And if somebody wants to type it, they can. Ready? P.O. Box 383 Seebeck, S-E-A-B-E-C-K, Washington 98380, USA. And that comes safely to a post office box, so you can share it with anyone you like. But if you guys send me something, I can't open it until I know that it's from you, because of the dangers that that could present. Especially with witchcraft, right? Somebody sends me something, a working, all I have to do is open the box and it's, you know, the workings in effect. No, thank you. But yes, thank you to anybody who wants to support or donate, or if you have an Etsy shop and you would like me to do like this. That's not what Raven Song did, just so you know. She was sending me things as a gift. But I wanted to show you guys because she has amazing things to share on her Etsy shop. So if you guys have a website or an Etsy shop or something like that and you want to send me a box of the goodies you make, just like I recently did. I sent a goodie box of the things I make off to Lady Gravedancer, you know, so that she can tell her friends about it. And so this is what we do. And this is how we have our community. And this is how we... I don't know if this is Raven Song's main job, but this is my main job. And so this is how we support each other, so we can continue doing what makes us happy, what keeps a smile on our face, even if we're not making the amount of money we thought when we were children. It keeps us happy. And I talked to someone this morning, and I just want to share with you what she said. I'm not going to say who it is. She said, basically this last week and a half she ordered 3 oracle decks. She got 200 herbs, and then she got 100 more because I said I have now 300 herbs. Herbs or curios or witchcraft items to put into a Etsy listing. So she bumped it up to that. She got a graveyard kit. So she spent $650 with me this last week and a half. This morning she said, I saw you now have 300 herbs, can I have the last 100? I'm not rich or anything, it's just that witchcraft has been bringing me out of my depressive funk and I'm all about it. Like, I'm really, really feeling it. And that right there, I so closely connected to, because I've been doing herbalism all my life since I grew up on a farm and really got into medicinals when I was like 14, 15. But I've been in so many depressive funks in my life, and that comes with being an empath. It's just gonna happen. That when I found witchcraft, I really haven't been in that low of a depressive funk ever since, except the once. And for me, it comes on way more than that. The reason I still do my channel today, because I probably would have given up. The reason I still do it today, because of like trolls and stuff, because my feelings get hurt so easily. The reason I still do it today, and will continue to do it for, I think, the rest of my days, or as long as YouTube's here. There's been more than one people in the last year and a half that have told me that they were suicidal before they found my channel, and then they found my channel and witchcraft and intuitive views and things like that, and they're not even depressed anymore. So if I can help somebody come out of that depressive funk, then I feel like I'm doing a service that, you know, not a lot of other avenues can get to. So that makes me profoundly happy. Yeah, I'm not sad. I'm like, I cry all the time. It's a happy cry. I can't tell you guys how much you mean to me and how grateful I am for everything. I didn't attach the Patreon below, but I do have a Patreon page that you can join and support the channel. But Etsy's down below, and I do hope that you check it out. And if you have a witchcraft, but let me know, you guys, about the puffer fish if anybody's interested, because I can order more on eBay, like, but they come in 10 packs. And I'm trying to get more taxidermy. You know, it sells out quickly on the shop, but like I said, I have 2 big coyote heads coming, skulls, and I have Rose of Jericho coming. What else did I get? I want to tell you so you guys know. Oh, I got camphor. And catnip, I think. I'm going to try and make some witchcraft cat toys. I think that'll be really fun to get your magical familiar, do a working with catnip, things like that. I got a lot on my plate though, so I'm getting back to the decks. Remember, you guys, if anybody is interested in this heart-shaped box Nirvana Oracle deck, just be the first one to say and pay, and I will create it for you. But it is there will be heart-shaped cards. And it'll all be coming from this illustrated history book, which is amazing pictures. So I don't think it will take too long for that Nirvana deck to sell out. Remember, we still have the deck that's Nuns Having Fun, which looks, like, basically, I'm making this deck either way, and if somebody wants it, great, but I can't wait to play with it. The pictures in it are so good. All of just nuns having fun. And it's a perfect size for the hand, because these pocketbooks make a great size oracle card. You could trim it down and make it a little smaller, but this is the perfect size for a big oracle card. Alright guys, have a beautiful day, and remember, nuns can have fun too. Kiss kiss ta. Love you all. Thank you, especially Raven Song. Have a beautiful day, you guys.